UFC Fight 9, UFC Vegas 68, Lewis versus Spivak takes place this weekend. And I'm going to go through the full card breakdown and in detailed predictions, starting with the early prelim opener of Tatsuro Taira versus Jesus Aguilar or Jesus Aguilar. Sorry, I have a bit of a stuffy nose, which is fucking annoying, but whatever. I'm gonna be going for Tatsuro Taira in this fight. Jesus Aguilar's good, and he's not bad. Like, it's not like he's a can game, like Tatsuro, the UFC feeding Tatsuro Taira. He's actually a good fighter. I'm actually kind of confused by this fight. I mean, I really don't know why they're putting debuters against, or guys making their debut against these guys that the UFC wants to go forward. Like, they're putting Muhammad Akayev against not undefeated, but like a debuter in the UFC. I just think Tatsuro Taira, of his size, will get the job done. Just be better everywhere, I think. And I think he'll go out there and get it done by rear naked choke in round number 1. Jeez. I do believe so. Tatsuro Taira gets it done. No. Jesus, man. He gets it done by late second round rear naked choke. I just think this Jesus Aguilar guy's good. I think he is good, and he's got a guillotine win. But over Harrison Fajea, you know? And he's 26, but Tatsuro Taira, I think, is like 22? 23. 2000 he's born. He's born in 2000. Tatsuro Taira gets it done, I think. He beat CJ Vergara. He beat Carlos Candelario. I think he gets the job done. We move on to another fight on the card, which is, and I think he'll get the back of Jesus, just with the size. Yun Park versus Dennis Tululin. I'll go with Yun Park over Dennis Tululin. Dennis Tululin's good. I just think Yun Park can go out there and just, I think he can go out there and, like, get the grappling going. Like, Dennis Tululin, like, he's good, Dennis Tululin. He is very good. Bit of a Chad, not gonna lie, with the voice he has, but he's 34 years old, and at the end of the day, like, you beat Jamie Pickett, big deal, I mean, I think Bo Nickel will absolutely decimate. I think he's gonna get the easiest. That's like lock of the century right there. But he lost to Alishkab Kizrayev, who's Dagestani and all. But Yun Park's good, man. Yun Park's very good. And 31 years old, the Iron Turtle had a great win over Joseph Holmes. Had a great win over Eric Anders, where Yun Park won that fight. I know people say Anders won it. It was a clear Yun Park, 29-28. It was close, but you can't say Anders won that. Fuck, I need to fix this nose. Wait. Okay, it's a little bit fixed. But he beat Anders, in my opinion. Lost to Gregory Rodriguez. No shame in that. Rodriguez is good. Just recently got KO'd, but he was looking good in that fight. Fuck my nose. I don't really care about it. Just want to get these predictions done and over with, but yeah. He was starting to look good, then he got cracked on the chin back and got TKO'd, but it's tough when Chukwi wins really good. I'm going with him picking. I'm gonna pick him to get like a decision. I'm gonna trust him. No, I'll trust in a rear naked choke again. Over here, I think rear naked choke round 2 for Yun Park. Moving on up the card, Yeon Kim versus Manny Baum. Yi Young Kim, I think, wins this one. You know, I think this is pretty certain. I think this is pretty straightforward. Mandy Bomb she just never shows up to win. You know, she had that performance against Victoria Leonardo. I don't know why I thought Maverick. But yeah, she had that performance against Victoria Leonardo where she didn't look good at all. And Lipsky fight, like, she just isn't good, it seems. Even though she could be. But if she loses this one, it should be cut from the UFC. Same for Yi Young Kim. But I respect Yi Young Kim, kinda. You know? Cause at least she's losing to Jocelyn Edwards, Priscilla Cachoeira. The fights where she arguably can win, like, especially the Cachoeira fight. And the Jocelyn Edwards fight was close. I thought Edwards won it there, to be honest with you. But Molly McCann fight close. She kind of got schooled by Grasso, but it's Grasso. She's fighting for a belt now. You know? And she's good. Either way. Nadia Kassem she beat. I just think this is the win for Yi Young Kim with the boxing. And Mandy Bomb needs to at least shoot some takedowns. Even though they're both losing, I respect Kim a lot more. And she can win one of her fights as well, whereas Mandy Bomb she just loses clearly every time. Moving on up the card to the road to UFC fights. I've done some research. We'll start with this one. Hyun Sun Park versus Seung Guk Choi. I'm gonna be going with I think Hyun Sun Park has fought way better competition over Seung Guk Choi. I just think Seung Guk Choi, like, he's not bad, you know, like, at the end of the day, he's 26, 6-1, but he just lost to, like, Steve Erkeg, you know, 1-1, and I just think he's being way better. I just think he's being way lesser competition to where Hyun Sun Park, you know, has beaten 8-3 Top Noi Q-Ram, you know, 6-2 Jeremiah Sereger, yeah, which is pretty decent. Like, you know, like, rear naked choke, punches. I just think this guy will get the job done. You know, I think he'll get it done over Seung Guk Choi. And I think he gets that one done there. But yeah, I think he gets it done. He's fought way better competition. I wonder what people are picking here. Yeah, most people are picking Hyun Sun Park. Peace of mind. I think he gets it done. Moving on, up the card to another fight. Rinya Nakamura versus Toshiomi Kazama. But I think that's right, but it might be sounding weird. Kazama versus Nakamura. Rinya Nakamura, the wrestler here, will win this one. I think he's a big favorite as well. Yeah, heavy favorite. I just don't see what Kazama has. Like, yeah, he has good jiu-jitsu, but I just see Nakamura, you know, like, I could see him winning this one, you know? I really do. I see him winning this one over Toshiomi Kazama. You know? He has... I just think he's just a lot better than... I think he's a lot better than Kazama. Kazama was supposed to fight that last Road to UFC thing. Yeah, he was supposed to fight on that. But then I guess his opponent fell out, so I guess he just got signed to the UFC. That's what I'm guessing. Kim missed weight, so the fight couldn't happen. And then I guess he got signed anyways. And they told Kim to fuck off, I guess. I don't really understand that, but I guess that's what they did. I just think, like, he lost to 2-2 Shoji Saito, flying knee, round 2. You know? I think Radiant Nakamura can win this one. But yeah, 27 years old. Like, he's looked good. Like, 9-2-2. And Shohei knows. Gun Gusman, 8-3. And I just think he'll get this one done, in my opinion. I really do. Moving on. Up the card. And sorry if I'm not doing a good job on these Road to UFC stuff. There's a lot of other people that are better, but I'm just giving my predictions here. Jia Yi versus Jung Young Lee. I'm going to be going with Jung Young Lee. I just trust him a lot more than Jia Yi. Yeah. If it comes down to it, I think Jung Young Lee gets this one done. I really do. I think he does get it done. Yeah, he's a big underdog. Jia Yi. Yeah, I just think 3-inch reach advantage for 3-inch and 3 height and reach advantage for Jung Young Lee. And again, if it comes down to it, I think I trust Jung Young Lee. Because Jia Yi, split decisions. You know, 9-1-1, he got good wins over Kisuke Sasu. But Jung Young Lee, easy first round KO. And he's a wrestler. He is. He's a wrestler here. That will, try to grapple, but he goes for the KO blow, and I can see him keeping that KO blow momentum. And I can see Jia Yi trying to shoot some takedowns. I can see Young Lee stuffing them. And I can see a first round TKO or first round guillotine or something dumb, something like that. I don't know why I said something dumb like that, but something like that. I think he'll get the job done. Moving on, up the card, Anshul Jubilee versus Jekka Saregi. I don't know how to pronounce that name. I will soon. Let's see how the UFC pronounces it first. But Jekka. I'm going to trust Jekka here over we don't see this often, but an Indian fighter. Which is pretty cool, I'm not going to lie. You know, we don't really see an Indian fighter. Like, last time we seen one was Arjun Bowler. I think that guy was. Arjun Bowler. There was some KB Bowler. That guy that looked absolute trash in all of his fights. But let's hope this guy can be the one. I just don't think so. I think Jekka gets it done. I think Anshul Jubilee gets hit too much. And he tries to swing as well. You can't play that game with Jekka. You know? And Jekka's good. You know, 28 years old. Got a great win over that guy. Speeding back fist, you know him for that. I think he gets it done. Anshul Jubilee just gets hit too much. You know, that fight against Young Pyle Kim. Split decision. I trust Jekka to get this one done. KO, round 1. Moving on to the main card. The Yusaku Kinishita versus Adam Fujit. This is not Road to UFC anymore. Those last 4 was, but this is just like a normal fight. You know, Dana White Contender Series. Yusaku Kinishita, 22 years old. You know, he got that great win in round 3 over Jose Enrique Souza. But Adam Fujit, man, he's good and he's tough. You know? I just look at him and I'm like, Michael Morales KO'd you. You know? Michael Morales put him out in round 3. So I could see Kinishita getting a TKO here in round 3 over Adam Fujit. Adam Fujit stayed in there, he's tough in that, but I really don't see much skill in him. Yeah. You know, he lost Nick Maximov in a grappling match. But yeah, I think Kinishita gets it done by 3rd round TKO after getting maybe out-grappled early. I think Kinishita gets it done. Yusaku Kinoshita. Moving on up the card, Doohoo Choi versus Kyle Nelson. I'll trust Doohoo Choi to beat Kyle Nelson. I see it. If Doohoo Choi just shows up here and gets it done, I trust him. I do. Older back in the day Doohoo Choi. If he can show up here, I trust him getting this one done. I really do. I really, really do. Like, he was supposed to fight. Like, it's not like he's just coming back now. He was supposed to fight in 2021 against Danny Chavez, which would have been a fight I think he would have won. Let's be real. But Kyle Nelson just isn't that good. He just isn't. Jai Herbert, he lost to in a boring fight. Billy Quarantillo brutally put him out badly, out cold. But Polo Reyes, he beat. I just think Polo Reyes isn't great, though. Matt Sills, not a good look. I just don't see him winning. Doohoo Choi wins this by first round KO, I think. Like, you beat Thiago Tavares back in 2016. 7 years ago now. Jesus, time is flying. He lost to Jeremy Stevens and Cub Swanson, but I trust him to win this one. First round TKO. I think people are going to agree with me here. Yeah, slightly favorite for Doohoo Choi. Yeah. If he doesn't win this, though, it'll be sad, because realistically, it's because he wasn't in there for a while. Realistically, even if Kyle Nelson wins, Doohoo Choi is the better fighter. Moving on up the card to Marcin Tybura versus Blagoy Ivanov. Tybura, I think. Yeah, I think Tybura. I think Blagoy Ivanov was kind of good at one point. Like, I looked at him. I looked at Blagoy Ivanov and I was like, alright, this dude's getting good wins. Like, he lost to JDS, but beat Ben Rothwell in a close fight. Beat Tai Tuivasa. Okay, this guy's actually good. Fought Derek Lewis, which was a fight I think was going to be tough for him. He fought Derek Lewis. And he arguably won that fight. And he fought Sakai. And again, he arguably should have won that fight. But then he comes back against Marcos Rodrigo de Lima, where I thought he was going to look good and get the win. Pretty easily. Dude looks shit. And slow. And old. And he took that big layoff for what? He took a whole year off for no reason. It's not like he got injured in the Sakai fight. Like, he looked shit and he arguably lost that fight. I'm picking Marcin to win this one. I'm picking Marcin Tybura. He beat Alexander Romanov. But again, it's just, I just think, like, that fight could have been a draw, but that was at altitude. And he still pushed back to get the win over Romanov. Maybe it was more Romanov gassing, but Romanov, I get that should have been a draw, because Romanov could get a 10-8, but if anyone won that fight, it was Tybura. I think he wins, And I like that he's been trying to get scheduled fights going. That's where Ivanov just fought once. Like, he fought Romanov, tried to fight Rozenstruik twice, fought Volkov, lost that fight, but that was a very close fight. Still competitive. Volkov won, I get it, but I got Tybura here, though. Getting this one done. Moving on in the later rounds. Maybe Ivanov looks, I don't know, 30-27, Tybura. Moving on up the card to the co-main event. Da Un Young versus Devin Clark. I think this is a Da Un Young first round KO. I think so. I think this is a Da Un Young first round KO. Devin Clark's just taken too much damage. And it hasn't led him to be somewhere good. Like, he lost to Azamat Murzakanov. Third round TKO after getting dropped badly early on. Ion Kutalaba beat him badly. Reconstructed his whole jaw. Anthony Smith out-triangled him. Daquan Townsend was just a shit fucking fighter from the begin with that shouldn't even been in the UFC. And Menifield, that fight was just nothing. Da Un Young's going to win this one, I think. I really do. Like, losing to Jacoby is whatever. It's Jacoby. You know, he should have won against Khalil Roundtree, in my opinion. Jacoby's good. And he caught him. He probably would have been really interesting if Jacoby didn't catch him. I picked Jacoby in that fight, but I don't know. I think this is the one where Dalton Young will get the KO early. Because Jacoby hasn't taken much any damage. But he beat Nizhachukwu, William Knight. You know? Good fight. William Knight, like, you know, like, it's just, I just think he'll win this one. Like, he beat William Knight. I know Devin Clark did as well, but William Knight's kind of shit himself. Yeah, I just think he wins. That Mike Rodriguez KO is pretty slick. I think he gets it done. In front of the people watching as well, because this is kind of a Korea-based card. So, yeah. Moving on. Up the card to the main event. Derek Lewis versus Sergey Spivak. Finally here again. Hopefully Lewis doesn't pull out last minute, because I'm sick of making these predictions. Listen. I was originally maybe thinking Spivak, but I thought about it a bit more. Spivak hasn't been in great guys, to be honest with you. Like, he beat Sakai and Hardy, and people think he looks improved. Like, he does get the takedowns, though. Like, don't get me wrong, I thought Sakai was going to give him a bit of a fight, because I didn't think he was going to out-grapple Sakai. But Spivak is so strong, man. He's so strong. It is crazy to see how strong he is. So, if DC's taking you down, Lewis, I could maybe see Spivak doing it. But again, like, Spivak ain't great on the feet. You know, he lost to Walt Harris way early in his career. He took that on short notice, but, you know, Aspinall beat him. I know it's Aspinall. And again, Spivak took that on short notice, but this first main event, and this is a big moment for him, you know? like any of the Koreans at home care to watch this one. I think they're just going to watch their fights and just maybe they'll watch it for Lewis. I don't know, maybe. I just think, I'm going to go Sergey Spivak here, I think. But Lewis can win. Like, I'm not just really sold. Like, I'm sold on Spivak. I think Spivak will get the job done. Because just with his size, I think he's going to pick up Lewis. And Lewis doesn't get back up. Like, he does sometimes. But I just think Spivak will be too strong for that to even happen. I think this is one of the opponents where Lewis will struggle. I don't even think Lewis really cares anymore. Like, he lost to Pavlovich, you know? Lost to Pavlovich, you know, lost to Tuivasa. I know those guys that have KO power early, but DC took him down. And I get you Blades, but I don't think Spivak's going to be shooting in, you know, just straight. I really don't see that. I think Spivak will go to the clinch. Lewis will miss a couple of shots. Spivak will duck under, you know, try taking down Lewis, but then mix it up and then, like, hip toss him, you know, like, I think Spivak can do that. So I think Spivak wins it. I really do. Plus, Lewis pulled out last minute. I know he was fine afterwards, but still, that's another factor. You know, Spivak was ready to go, where Lewis was kind of, like, not feeling good, you know. But I don't think Spivak's going to be Blades and be an idiot and shoot in. And I think Spivak will use different type of takedowns. DC could. Spivak can as well. I know it's DC and Spivak. Two different guys. DC was way better, but Spivak's strong, man. And I've doubted him. I picked Hardy to beat him. KO. He easily won. I know it's Hardy, but still. He beat Sakai. I picked him to beat Sakai, finally. But I said it would be a tough fight, and he easily won. Dominated him. I think he beats Lewis. Ground and pound TKO. Like and subscribe. Thank you for watching. This is the full card predictions. Yeah. Peace.